All right, all right, all right. What's happening, everybody? Good morning. Happy Saturday.
I'm
Look at
on
my
mute.
people. Where you at, bro? I got to find you square. I got something blocking my screen. There you are. What's happening? How's it going?
Everything. Everything.
All right. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room. No boom gear from T Gray. All right. So, as you guys, how many of you guys saw my video? You guys saw the video I made for you guys? You guys see the video? All right, so you guys know that I'm traveling and I'm in Austin with the missus, and I did pack my boom gear. I did. However, I waited to the last minute to pack, so I had to do one of those just take everything packs, right? So I'm throwing all sorts of stuff in the suitcase, whatever, not really paying attention to what I have and what I don't have. And I forgot two things. I forgot my pajamas and I forgot my workout shirt. So my boom gear shirt has been both of those. And I started out getting ready this morning, sat in front of the camera with my Ibüümerang t-shirt on, and it looks like I slept in it because I did. So you guys get a polo today. You guys get a polo. How's everybody doing? Look at my people. Hey, I know we got all sorts of folks on here. We've got iBoomerang people, we've got former iBoomerang people, we got friends and family of iBoomerang people, which is absolutely wonderful. We're going to handle a little bit of iBoomerang business, a couple of announcements and stuff in the beginning, and then we've got a big training teed up for you. But that said, we're all friends and family here, so I invite you all to turn on your cameras, be part of what we're doing. Let us see those pretty smiley faces. Let us feel your beautiful, positive energy, and we will get down to business. First, let me talk to some of my friends. What's up, Michelle Wheeler? What's going on? Yes, my timing is perfect. Right when you ate something, that's when I called her. Right? Isn't that crazy? Good to see you, my love. How you doing there?
I'm
Yvonne.
fine.
Good to see you, darling. What's up, Yvonne Turner? How are you? You're muted. I can't hear you.
I am well.
I am well. Spoken like a teacher. I am
Yes.
well. All right. What teachers don't say, I'm good. No, I'm well.
Nah,
I'm
I said, hey,
feeling
I'm good.
well.
I'm doing fine. How are you? I
You say
drive
how
him
you
crazy. Huh?
you say how you doing?
Sometimes. Sometimes. Depends on the kid.
Depends on the kid. What's up, Stina? How are you, love? How you doing?
I'm doing absolutely amazing. I have already done my 1 kilometer swimming and the sauna, 30 minutes today. So I'm like,
That is
yeah,
wonderful. But then again, it's what time for you? It's like it's the afternoon, right?
it's 3 p.m.
Okay, good. Excellent. Good to see you, my love. Excellent. Herb Grant, what's going on, sir? How you doing?
I'm feeling fantastic, man. Let's get going.
Yes, sir. We're on it. We are on it. FX Rich, good talking with you yesterday, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm fantastic. How about you? See, the eyes are not as puffy as yesterday, but
I know, right? So Rich, he watches, he looks at the video that I sent you guys, immediately texts me, goes, Man, you're not sleeping, your eyes are all puffy. So I had to call him and make a confession. I said, Bro, I've been sleeping okay, but I'm sitting here in this cigar lounge. And so I've been here with all the smoke. So my eyes were a little puffy yesterday. So that was the whole deal. Kevin, what's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
Good, good, man. How's that Android treating you?
Great. Look at my comment.
Oh my God, what did he say? Apple camera. Goodbye. Yvette, save me from this man. What's going on? How are you? You're on mute. This
I
rescue is
didn't
for
say anything because I knew I was on mute. But
ah.
I am doing well as well.
Oh my
People in
God.
Minnesota, in Minneapolis do well.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay, Minnesota.
But we also have androids.
Oh man. All right. Okay. All right. Hey Mark, take over some of these hellos for a second. I gotta refresh the coffee.
Okay. All right. Becky Rayburn, how
Mark,
you doing?
wonderful today.
Let's see here. Dorcas Riddick, how are you?
Absolutely fabulous. How about you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome.
Jerry Lathrop, how are you?
I am fine, very well, but I think it'll get better.
Oh, you're about to get a whole lot better, Jerry. You're about to get a whole lot better. Look at some of my friends I haven't seen in a minute. What's up, Crystal Miller? How you doing, girl?
Was manifesting and I get to see you now.
Good to see you too, boo. Awesome. Good to see you. Pat, I was looking for you on TV. Didn't see you. Are you still in New York? You're on the train. You are on the train. So were you at semifinals yesterday? You can't talk because you're on the train? Is that it?
Okay. No, I think you got me now.
There you go. I can hear you, baby.
Okay. Yeah, I was not at the semifinals yesterday. I couldn't get tickets for the stadium for yesterday, but I'm heading into the stadium literally as we speak for the women's finals today.
All right. Excellent. Who's playing? I lost track of the last couple of days.
Arena Sabalenka, who's number one, and she's up against American Girl.
Okay. No worries. Okay, no worries. I'll catch up to it. But it was nice to see Alcaraz pull it through. Diana Hardy, what's up, girl?
Count, man.
Bring that energy. Travell, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Still on some conference. I don't have Baileys in mind though. You probably want to got you some Baileys.
No Baileys, no Baileys. I'm on a detox anyway right now, so I'm good.
I'm doing amazing though. Thank you, Tigre.
Good to see you, my brother. Ron Petty, what's going on, sir? You good?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. Okay, I'm trying to say hello to everybody, but last but not least, Kia. Yes, I did wait for you to try to walk away from the camera. Perfect timing, as always.
You did. But great morning to you and Mark. How are you doing?
Very good.
Fantastic.
Good to feel that energy. All right, Mark, let's go ahead and get the Ibüümerang business out of the way so we can get down to our conversation as advertised. All righty. All right. So real quick, for those of you who are guests, don't mind this stuff. We're just talking to the folks who are anti-Ibüümerang. This is our disclaimer where we talk about we can't guarantee how much money a particular individual is going to make because we can't guarantee how much work a particular individual is going to do. Next slide. We do not have an announcement video today. Next slide. We are in the white zone. For those of you who are building a business, this is the time when you focus on massive exposure, exposing lots of people. Okay, next.
Okay.
I promised I would do this. You got to keep up, Mark.
Okay.
I'm going fast through these. I'm burning through them. All right, so you got to know your numbers to grow your numbers. Next.
Trade Buddy, PS20.
How's Trade Buddy doing?
Week of 9-1 through 9-5. Gold, 8 trades, 7 wins, 1 loss. Max pips, 1,230, 87% win rate. Profit per 1 lot traded, 12,510. GJ, 8 trades, 7 wins, 1 loss. 268 pips, win rate, 87%. Profit per 1 lot traded, $1,826. UCAD, 6 trades, 6 wins, 0 losses. Max pips, 183, win rate, 100%. Profit per 1 lot traded, $1,328. 22 trades total, 20 wins, 2 losses, 91% win rate, 1,681 pips.
Super duper, man. That's awesome. Did anybody add that up? Thank you, Michelle Jacobs. You just saved me, man. I just realized I wasn't adding. But Michelle, handy with the calculator, right? $15,664 is what you could have made if you took every one of these trades, winners and losers, at a 1 lot size. Trade buddy, be buddying. All right. Excellent. Good job. And by the way, let me just address this too. I know some of you, I know you guys are having difficulty getting into the Elevate Hub. Okay. We have an Amazon Web Services issue that unfortunately is international. So I have been working my butt off to try to solve this problem. I'm almost there. Unfortunately, there's a piece of this that's out of my control, but we will get it done ASAP. Everybody's on red alert, and we will get that fixed. All right, let's promote the next event with Mr. Bugs. The next 3-day event, because I don't think this one is going to be Big Check Challenge. It's going to have its own theme. And we're still working on that. But the next 3-day event, mark your calendar, September 26 to 28. You don't want to miss it. Whether you're in network marketing or not, you're going to learn some things at this event that's going to help you be more successful in your business and your life. How do you sign up for this? HoltonBugs.com/summit, I believe is the thing, or just go to HoltonBugs.com and you should be able to see a link to sign up for the event. All right, what's next? Mark.
You.
Okay, great. Then, if that's the case, if that's how we're doing this, let me share what I got. Oh, I can do that. That's cool. Total squirrel. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But let me see. How's this look? All right. I don't know how this looks for you guys. You guys still see me on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks great.
We
But
do.
you're blocking some of your
I'm blocking one of my words?
yeah.
What about now?
In the
Can you see
screen.
it? You see it? All right.
If you can situate yourself perfectly, it'll be great.
If I do what?
If you situate yourself in like the
I can't see what you see. That's the only thing though. But this is pretty cool. I saw that as an option. I didn't know that was an option there. But in any event, let's talk about manifestation. And I'll tell you what, guys, this is a big topic for me. How many of you guys were on the 2025 game plan sessions that we did at the end of the year, at the end of 2024? How many of you guys were on there? All right. How many of you guys were on there? You were on there? Great, great. Now, how many of you guys completed that exercise in terms of putting your plan together for the year? Remember, we worked together on that. We did some workshops. We did breakout sessions. Okay, great. But how many of you remember the main thing about how to achieve your goals? And I'll give you a clue. It was a word that started with a B. See, everybody thinks it's that A word, Rich, but it's not. It's a word that starts with a B. Ooh, I got you guys. It's been a long time. I said a B, Crystal, not a V. There you go. Kia, I knew you would come through for me. It was about becoming. It was about being, right? And so, folks, that's what it all kind of ties hand in hand. It's this journey that I've been on, and I want to share it with you guys because amazing things are happening, and they happen when you get all of this into alignment. So one of the things we want to talk about is manifestation. Manifestation. So if you're taking notes, that's our word for the day, manifestation. And it's really the secret. Because let me ask you guys this question before we dig in. How many of you have ever felt like, or maybe you feel like this now, you've been working so hard, but you're just not getting anywhere? You know, whether you're working hard in your business and you feel like I'm working, but I'm not getting anywhere. Or you're working hard at your job, or your career. You're working hard to lose weight, and you feel like you're doing all the work, but you're not getting anywhere. Does anybody ever feel that way? Or does anybody feel that way now? Let me see you in the chat. Let me see you in the chat, guys. Okay. Well, this is for you. Today is for you because we're going to show you how to get where you want to be, how to get unstuck, how to get out of that. And I felt that way. I felt like, man, I'm doing a lot and not getting where I want to go. And then I went on this there's a book that I read. And actually I listened to it. And the book is called, oh my God, it just went away. Oh my God, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Diana, help me. You and I talked about this book.
I probably have it. I don't even remember.
Oh my goodness. I'm like having a total senior moment here. What is it? It's hold on a second. I'm gonna look.
Is it
You're not old enough to be senior. Sorry.
Pat checking me. Joe Dispenza book titles. It's like literally saw my night table. There he goes. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. That was it. I don't know why that was so hard. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. This book was totally transformative for me because it helped me to appreciate that in addition to the work, right? Because I'm a worker. Anybody out there a worker? Like you'll do the work. How many of you out there will, somebody said Prevagen, Crystal, oh my God. How many of you, never mind. So this was really, transformative. So let me just go ahead and get down to business and let me get focused. All right. So manifestation, the secret power to realize your goals. So as I was reading this book, it really helped me to appreciate that the missing piece in addition to the work is to develop the ability to totally manifest and visualize the result that you want, even though you don't have it in your physical world today, but to see it and to feel it and to vibrate at that frequency so that you bring that into your current reality. And it's amazing how that has been working in my life. And I'm talking about in all areas, whether it's business, health and fitness, relationships, etc. It's been absolutely amazing. And I really, really do want to share it with you guys today. So these things go together. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Energy, frequency, vibration, action, they all go together. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what this is. So what exactly is manifestation? Well, it's how you transform your desires into reality.
P. Gray?
Yes?
You're covering the screen.
Okay, so I can't share this way. Let me do it a different way.
Thank you, Mark. I was putting that in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You gotta definitely tell me because I'm not in my normal environment, Diana. I don't have like 12 screens. I've got my laptop, my iPad, and a portable screen that I brought with me. So I do have 3 screens in my hotel room, but I don't have the real estate to work with that I normally do. So I might miss your message. So thanks for the interrupt, Mark. So this is about, you got to get your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions all aligned. And it's really interesting because, so for example, there's a guy that I was working with, right? And he was in a state of financial duress. Really sharp guy, really intelligent guy, really good at business and sales, but was in a temporary state of financial duress. And every time I spoke to him, this is the kind of language and energy that he gave. Man, we got to get this money, man. We got to get this deal closed. Or we gotta, right? And you could feel the desperation. Am I making sense to anyone? You could feel the desperation. And so here's what I want you to do. Let's think about dating, right? Ladies, if you're with a guy and you're going on a date and you're trying to see if this is somebody that, you may want to have a relationship with, but that person is just like, across the table from you. Let me ask you a question. What's next? Diana's giving the sign. She's like, I'm out of there, right? You're probably gonna leave before the entree, right? So says bye, right? You're probably gonna be like, I'm out of here. Peg is like, I'm gone. So here's the thing: when you project that need, that desperation, it's repulsive. It's not attractive. It doesn't make the thing that you want come to you. It makes the thing that you want go away. So, for example, in this guy's case, his desperation was making his success go away from him, right? He's projecting that, he's vibrating at the wrong frequency, and it was actually causing him to not succeed. And I did some work with him. I had him listen to certain audios. I had him watch certain videos. I had him read certain books. And here's what happened. He calmed down. He was still in a state of financial duress, but he calmed down. He started to walk in his future reality. He started to conduct himself as if he already had everything that he needed and wanted. And guess what? The success started happening. The deals started closing. The money started coming to him. And he was able to fix his situation not because he changed his work, but because he changed his vibration, because he changed what he was putting out into the universe. He changed his level of manifestation. And so that's why Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, you have to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. If you want to be successful, you need to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And when I say successful, I want you to have the image of success that you need to have. Right? Some of you are looking for relationship success. Some of you are looking for health and fitness success. Some of you are looking for financial and business success. Some of you are looking for all of the above. But we tend to think of those things in terms of work, but we also need to think of those things in terms of our energy, our frequency, our vibration. What are you putting out there? Because that is determining what is becoming your reality. And I'm purposely avoiding saying what you get. Because, I was talking with HB on this topic, and I said, when you vibrate at the right frequency, you attract these things into your life. And in reality, he said, well, let's take it one step further. You don't attract it. It was already there. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that, because your success that you want, it's actually already there. It's actually already there. All right. So here's a concept that I want to help everybody to grasp. Vibration. Because I want you to look at something in your room, the room that you're in right now, that looks like a stationary object, right? So for example, Pat, you're on a train, and the train has bars that you can hold on to, right? And the bar looks like it's solid and stationary. But the reality is, if you could use the right instrumentation, that bar is made up of atoms that are vibrating. It is not stationary. It is vibrating at a certain frequency, right? And so it's the same with your emotions. It's the same with your thoughts. All of this may be a shock to some of you, but every emotion that you have, joy, sadness, anger, all of these things have a vibration and a measurable frequency. And here's what happens. Like vibrations attract experiences that are on the same frequency. I'll give you an example. You guys know anybody of you know somebody who always seems to have drama in their life? If you know somebody who always seems to have drama in their life, just put a 1 in the chat. Don't put their name in the chat. Just put the 1 in the chat. What did somebody put me in the chat? Don't out yourself. I'm teasing. But yes, so here's the thing. Why is it that person seems to always have drama? New relationships, they meet somebody new, and within a almost predictable amount of time, drama. Right? Just a brand new person comes in their life. Don't even know from Adam, but just give it some time. It might be a week, it might be a couple of months. Now there's new drama, right? And it just seems that there's and it's because that person is vibrating at that low frequency of drama, and that is what is drawing and attracting like experiences into that life, right? Now, how many of you know somebody that seems like they just always win? They're just always winning. It seems like no matter what they do, it's successful. Well, that person is vibrating at that frequency, right? And it just made me think about what Holton shared with me. He said, think about a radio, right? You decide you want to listen to a certain type of music. Let's say you want to listen to some jazz today, right? And what do you have to do with your radio? What do you have to do with your radio, folks, if you want to listen to jazz?
Turn the frequency.
Tune into the jazz frequency. To the jazz station, right, Brenda? You got to turn it to the jazz station, right? Now, the jazz station is going to be something FM. What does FM stand for? Frequency modulation.
Frequency modulation.
Frequency modulation. So you have to turn your dial and tune in to the frequency modulation of the jazz radio station. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you attract the jazz station, or was it already there? This is probably the whole training for somebody right
there.
It was already there. So you, in order for you to get the jazz, you had to tune into the jazz station frequency. Now, let's do this. In order for you to be successful, you need to finish the sentence. Somebody.
Tune into the successful frequency.
Yes.
Oh my God. So you mean there's a station out there that already is playing your success. And you just need to tune into it. It's already there. Why don't you have it then? Why don't you have it then?
I'm not tuned in.
Yeah, you ain't tuned into the right station.
Not tuned into the right station, not tuned into the right frequency. So that's what this conversation today, notice I didn't say training, that's what this conversation today is all about. Tuning into the frequency that will allow you to connect with the success that you want or the outcome that you want. Now, this is scientific. It's not some hocus pocus, woo-woo stuff. No, this is scientific, quantum physics. Reality reality is energy in motion, right? You know, we talked about Pat. She's on a train. There's a bar there, right? You might be sitting at a table or a desk where you are. You think that thing is stationary. It is not. It is made up of atoms and stuff that are vibrating at a certain frequency. Right? So reality, things that are real, they are energy that is in motion. Neuroscience has proven that visualization can create new pathways and release dopamine without you actually even engaging physically in the activity. Why? Because you can tune into that frequency, right? FX Rich, when he did when he and Diana did the trading training, the trading update a few weeks ago, he talked about the RAS. He talked about your RAS. No, not your RAS. Your RAS, your reticular activating system, right? The reticular activating system is your brain's radio dial. It's your brain's radio dial, folks. It tunes you into stations and it filters out. You notice that when you turn your radio to the jazz station, you don't hear the hip hop station anymore. Right? And when you turn it to easy listening, you don't hear the rock station anymore. When you turn it to the pop station, you don't hear the jazz station anymore. Well, with your reticular activating system, when you turn it to a certain focus, other things start to disappear. So, for example, when you can turn your reticular activating system to the success station and the gratitude station, you won't hear the drama station anymore. This is making sense? So it's like a radio dial, right? The way I need to break this down for some folks who might not have heard of reticular. Is there anybody out there who doesn't know what the reticular activating system is? If you don't, it's okay. Just put a 1 in the chat and I'll explain it. If you don't know okay, cool. All right, Lady T, here we go. So let's do this. How many of you have ever got a new car? And that doesn't necessarily showroom new, but it's new to you, right? You got a new car, right? Maybe that car was, let's say it was a Toyota Camry, right? And maybe, let's say it was a red Toyota Camry. How many of you noticed that as soon as you got that car, you started seeing that car all over the place? You started seeing it all over the place, right? And the reason for that is, it's not that those cars weren't there before. They were there. It's that your reticular activating system is like the receptionist of your mind. And based on what's important to you at the time, that receptionist determines who it is going to let in the back, who it's going to let get to you, right? So now that red Toyota Camry is important to you, it's going to say, okay, I'm going to let you see that red Toyota Camry. Now, it was there before. A month ago, before you got that car, you didn't see any red Toyota Camrys. You know why? The reception said, not important. Go back, go away. Not letting you in. Sorry, can't see you today. Right? And it works like that in every area of your life. You start, you name it. If you start thinking about Caribbean vacation, you're going to see it. You know what your reticular activating system is like? It's like your smartphone now. Your smartphone is like your reticular activating system now. I'll tell you what I mean by that. You ever have a conversation with somebody about something, and then now all of a sudden on your phone, you see all these ads for that thing, right? And it's because your phone is listening, similar to your reticular activating system, and it says, oh, that's important to you? Okay, let me keep showing you that then, because now you might buy from this advertiser, right? Well, your reticular activating system is somewhat similar in the sense that based on what's important to you, that's what it allows to register in your brain. Just think about it. You're getting tens of thousands of stimuli every second. Right now, you're being bombarded with incoming information. the temperature of the room that you're in, the sounds coming from around you, right? The hardness of the floor that you're sitting on, the softness of the seat that you're sitting on, the taste of the coffee that you're drinking, the feeling of your clothing against your skin. All of these things are just coming at you, coming at you, coming at you. Why? If your brain, if your reticular activating system, if your receptionist took a potty break, you would lose your mind. Because if all of those stimuli were allowed to register at the same time, you couldn't process it. You would go crazy. Your head would explode. And that's why your reticular activating system says, okay, cool. I'm gonna quiet the noise, and I'm only gonna let one thing through. Right now, you said you wanted to be on flight school. So I'm gonna let you focus on what T. Gray is saying. And I'm gonna take all these other stimuli and I'm gonna mute them. So this is important because you want to understand how your mind works, how the universe works, how reality works. So many people go through life and they believe life is happening to them, but they don't realize that life is happening because of them. And as soon as you make that connection and you realize that life happens because of you, then now you can become the conductor of the orchestra. Now you can actually start to guide what is happening and get more control over the results and the outcomes that you experience. So we talked about vibration and frequency. Let's go to the radio dial. So just like your radio has a scale of frequencies, and there are stations at different frequencies. The jazz station might be 92.1 and the rock station might be 101.5. Well, your emotions vibrate at different frequencies as well. Now, there are high vibration or high frequency emotions like enlightenment, peace, joy, love, gratitude. These are at the higher vibrational frequencies. You guys keep talking to me in the chat, so this is not a one-way conversation. These are the higher vibrational frequencies. And in the middle, you've got things like courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance. These are mid-range. And then at the lower end of the spectrum, low vibration, also low value, anger. When you're angry, you're vibrating low. When you're fearful, when you're doubtful, should have put that on here. When you're doubtful, you're at a low vibrational frequency. Shame, guilt, all they drag down your vibration to these lower levels. And my objective today is to raise your consciousness of what this is. Because the first step is to know. You don't know what you don't know. Maybe some of heard me talk about when I was, when my son was younger. I never held him accountable for what he didn't know. When he'd get in trouble all the time, and I'd be like, bro, did you know it was wrong when you did it? And if he said no, well, then we would have a talk about what it was. And if he said yes, then I held him accountable for what he did. Same thing here. Once you know, how's the saying go? When you know better, you can
Do better.
Do better, right? When you know better, you can do better. When you know better, you can create better. When you know better, you can make better. When you know better, you can attract better. When you know better, you can succeed better. You can result better. Okay, so this is very important. Hopefully you guys took a screenshot of this because it's a good visual to think about where these frequencies are. And by the way, I listen to frequency music at night to go to sleep. Anybody do that? Right? Because I'm training my mind to vibrate at certain frequencies. So let me see. I've got a browser open here. I want to see if I can find this for you. No, stop. Let me see if I can give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. I want to try to make this as practical as possible for you guys. All right. Close that for a second. Let me find. Okay. All right. Don't get weirded out. But I'll show you. What? Not available. Come back. There we go. Nope, not available. All right, let me find another one. Come back. What did I listen to the night before? Here we go. Let's share something different. Share a different screen for you guys. All right, you guys seeing my screen? So I sleep with one of those iMacs that has speakers in it. And I have this playing at a very low volume in my ears at night. But notice why did I choose this? Look at the frequency. Can you guys see the frequency? It's underneath it. It's at the bottom. It says 963 hertz. Right?
Are we supposed to be hearing something?
Hold on. That would help, right?
Yes, thank you.
It's coming in and out. I hear it.
Now it's better now, right? This is the kind of stuff I listen to at night. And anybody have a situation where when you're trying to sleep at night, your mind is just racing, trying to solve all the problems of the world?
Yeah.
This is so disruptive for me. This actually stops that. I can't do it when I have this on. As a matter of fact, when I wake up, in order to be able to function, I have to turn this off. Because I've done it so much that my mind knows that when I have this type of stuff on, it's time to chill. Right? But what I really want you to see here is the frequency. Right? You see that super high frequency, 963, 88, kind of the lowest stuff that I listen to is like 4 something. Is this making sense to anybody? Right? It's all part of the formula of how to create success. The most important thing, one of the things that I'm just really observing about people is how little control of their minds they have. How little control of their minds they have. You know, for some people, have you ever seen somebody walking a big dog and the dog is clearly in control?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You ever see somebody out walking their dog and the dog is clearly walking them?
Yeah. Yes.
Like they're literally holding on for dear life. Right? And the dog is clearly in control. Well, for so many people, that's their mind. They are not in control. Their mind is in control. Their mind is like a big dog that is walking them. They've got no control over what's going on up there. And hence, they have no control over their life. Let's see. Michelle wants to know where I got that from. Here's in the chat. Right?
Okay.
There you go, Michelle.
Thank you.
What I guess, part of what I'm trying to help you guys with is one of the first steps is getting control of your mind. Because your mind is it's the control center. It's where it's going to all originate. And so that's what we're really talking about too. All right. So let's continue with this. So when you can get control of this and when you understand this, you can put it all together. This is why the action alone isn't getting you where you want to go.
Already bringing Massachusetts society.
Because this has to be synchronized like these swimmers on the image here. You got to get visualization going the right way. You got to get your emotions going the right way. You got to get your action going the right way for you to combine. That's why the guy that I was telling you about, why he wasn't able to be successful, because he had the actions, but his emotions were all on the wrong frequency. So he's doing high frequency, high vibration activity with low frequency emotion. There you go, Peg. Now you're getting there. Now you're getting there. You're right. That doubt, right? So it's kind of like, I don't know, some of you guys might be old enough to remember back in the 80s when there was like Evel Knievel and crazy people want to do tightrope walk across the Twin Towers in New York City, right? Or maybe you went to the circus and you see somebody walking on a tightrope. Let me ask you a question. If you're walking on a tightrope at any type of height, and for some of us, just go back to being a kid and you're just kind of walking on a little ledge. We're just trying to walk on the edge of the curb and not fall off the sidewalk. When do you fall?
When you look down.
And when you look down and you start to feel what?
Fear.
Fear.
Doubt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or when you move with confidence, you don't fall.
Nope.
So it's that doubt, those low frequency emotions that drag you down, literally. Okay. All right. So let's get some examples. How many of you guys know this guy? All right, Jim Carrey. He was broke. He was almost homeless. I think he was homeless. But here's what he did. He wrote himself a $10 million check. And he allowed himself to truly visualize and feel the outcome. He allowed himself to feel the moment of receiving that $10 million check. And he actually put a time on it of when he would receive that $10 million check. It had a date on it. Now, did he just visualize? No, obviously he did the work as well. He went to the auditions. He continued to do stand-up comedy. He continued to network. He did all those things, but all moving toward that reality that he visualized. And literally months before the date of the check, he was paid $10 million for the movie Dumb and Dumber. Which I have some real problems with because that movie was real dumb. That's besides the point. That is totally beside. Diana, why are you making that face? You don't like this movie? Oh, so her thing must have been frozen. Okay. She's like $10 million for Dumb and Dumber? $10 million, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger. How many of you know this guy? Right? Yeah, you're right. So it is a classic. It is a classic, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger. He is known for his concept of the mind-muscle connection. All right? Dorcas, you know how many times you see somebody in the gym, they're just pumping away? No, that wasn't Arnold. He visualized. He would see in his mind. He would feel from his mind to his bicep. He was feeling it. And every move, he just kind of make sure he just 1000% felt it. And he would see it as it was going to be, visualize his whole body. He visualized himself receiving the trophies. Mr. Olympia 7 times. 7 times. What about this guy, Michael Jordan? All right. Why did he win so much? Why did he make such crazy shots? Because he'd already seen it. He'd already seen it. He would see himself making the game-winning shot. He would see himself in clutch situations. He would see himself. He would visualize this. Now, did he just visualize? No, he put in the work. During his time, nobody would outwork him, right? But he was on that frequency. He was so on that frequency that if there was a game-winning moment, he was like, give me the ball. Why could he say with so much confidence, Cynthia? Because he'd already been there. He'd already seen it. He'd already done it. Right? Here's another one. Sarah Blakely. Right? She's the inventor and founder of Spanx. But here's the thing. She visualized this product as having a global impact and being so incredibly successful. She allowed herself to feel it. She allowed herself to be there. She allowed herself to vibrate on that frequency. And she became a billionaire because of it. These are just some examples. And there's so many more that we could do. I could do this all day. Of the power of connecting the visualization, the emotions and the energy, and the action. So I want you guys to screenshot this. Here are 5 powerful manifestation techniques to help you achieve your goals and the results that you want in life. The first, SMART goals, but written in a high vibrational state. There's 2 things there, right? First is the SMART goal. What does SMART mean? Does anybody know what SMART stands for?
Yes.
What does it stand for?
Specific, measurable, action-oriented, results-based, and time-oriented.
Yes.
Very good. Exactly. Right. So that's a very important. Jim Carrey didn't say, "Oh, I just see myself getting a big check." Did he? No. His check was specific. It was $10 million. I see myself getting a $10 million check. That is, you can't get more specific than that, right? And was it measurable? Right? Because if you got a $750 check, well, that's not a $10 million check. So you can measure it, right? Action oriented. He took the actions. Results driven. He did the results, and also realistic. It was realistic. He was real. That was a realistic goal for an A-list Hollywood actor. And time oriented. His check had a date on it. Right? Now, that's the method you want to follow, but the second part of this bullet says what? You writing these goals, but you're writing them first in a what? High vibrational state. So that means that before you even start writing, you want to raise your frequency. You want to get yourself in the right frame of mind in order to sit down and have this goal setting session with yourself. What is writing in a high vibrational state? Okay, so what would I do if I was going to sit and do a goal setting session? The first thing I would do is I'd probably go outside. I'd go for a nice long walk. I put on high energy music, not the stuff I sleep to because then I can't think, but I put on high energy music, typically no words, right? When I want to focus and I want to be incredibly productive, I put on my favorite DJ. Mark, you know who my favorite DJ is, right?
You.
No. You come in my office, you see my favorite DJ. I'm gonna show these guys, give you guys a little taste of my favorite DJ. All right, here we go. My favorite DJ, Hey Gorilla. I subscribe to the station that a channel that I subscribe to. Hey Gorilla. Automatically lift my mood. Right? So I put on, so what I would do, I go for a walk and I put on DJ Gorilla and I go for a walk and I just enjoy being outside, right? And get my mood up, or I would go to the gym and do a workout. And I would sequester myself from anything that might be negative. I don't want no negative conversations, no negative people, whatever. I'm going to get myself way up. I'm going to come back. I'm going to take a shower. Maybe end it with a cold splash, right? I'm not like Mark yet. I can't stand on the cold water for 2 days. Mark does that all the time. He takes a hot shower and he puts cold water. How long do you stand in the cold water? What are you up to now?
100 seconds.
100 seconds. Guess how many seconds I can do right now? 2. 1001, 1002. Okay, that's enough, right? But now I'm up. My vibration is high. And now I sit down to write so. Now I'm going to write my goals. Does that help? Does that help? So?
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
All right, good. Excellent. So that works for me. You figure out the combination that works for you. But I can tell you right now, that's pretty much how I even start my day. That routine that I just shared with you. And that puts me in a high vibrational state just to do what I'm going to do. The next piece is high frequency visualization sessions. So another thing that you can do is you can do that primer that I just talked about maybe. And then now you can go sit in a quiet room and you can close your eyes and you can play something more calm than DJ Gorilla. And now you can sit and you can have a visualization session and allow yourself to not only see the result that you want and the life that you want, but to, you ready? Feel it. See it and feel it. That's a next step. So let's play a little bit. You guys ready? I want you to now just kind of close your eyes. And for some of you who are from the Caribbean, this is going to be a little easier for you. But for those of you who are not, I want you to close your eyes for a second. I want you to imagine you're on a tropical island. I want you to imagine for a moment that you're on a tropical island. Eyes closed. If your mic is open, Michelle, your mic is open. What do you see right now?
Water and palm trees.
All right. What else do you see, Michelle? Tell us what you see.
I see the wind gently blowing. I see some people walking.
All right. What else do you see?
I see the sun.
See the sun? All right, let's stop for a second. So, you see the sun, you see the sand, you see the people walking, you see the breeze, the wind blowing the leaves. Now I want you to take it one step further. Can you feel the heat from the sun?
Yeah.
I want you to really feel it. I want you to feel that. I want you to feel that tropical island heat on your skin. All right. Now here we go, Michelle. Here's what's coming next. A breeze just started blowing. Can you feel the breeze?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want you to feel that breeze. That breeze is so good. That's just God right there, right? And then can you hear the waves? Can you hear the waves crashing? Right?
Yes, I do now. I hadn't heard them at first.
But now you
I
can.
did.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. So let's stop there. Let's stop there, guys. That is a high frequency visualization session. Don't just allow yourself to get off by seeing it. Take yourself all the way there. FX Rich said, I'm making him homesick.
T. Gray.
Yes. Yes, sir.
That reminds me back on 1980 when I first went to Jamaica and went to I was walking near the river, near the ocean, and I was sweating. The next thing I'm feeling the trade winds wiping my sweat off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what brings me back to that.
It took you all the way back, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Herb, that's what I'm talking about. When you do this visualization session of what you want, allow yourself to be all the way there. Here's the thing. When you do that, you're actually setting the thermostat of your mind. You're setting the thermostat of your mind. You guys know how a thermostat works, right? So if you set the thermostat, if let's suppose it's cold outside, you come inside, it's too cold in the house, so you set the thermostat to 75. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? You turn the thermostat to 75, what's going to happen next?
The temperature will begin to go up, rise up to get to 75.
Exactly, Kevin. The temperature things are going to start to warm up to 75. It's going to start to heat up to 75, right? Now, what happens if someone opens the door, leaves the door open, Kevin, and the temperature in the house falls back down to 68? And now you close the door, what's going to happen next? Thermostat still set to 75.
It'll go back to work. It'll start working harder to get it back to 75.
Exactly. So when you visualize your life and your results where you want them to be, 75 degrees, and your current reality is 65 degrees, your subconscious, your reticular activating system, your whole neurophysiological system is going to kick in to bring your reality up to where your thermostat is set. If your thermostat is set to success, your mental thermostat, your visuals, your frequency, your life is going to have to heat up in order to match that. So this high frequency visualization session where you visualize your results the same way you just visualize that Caribbean setting, that's how you set your thermostat for life.
This is pretty deep, T. Gray.
And you ready for this, Michelle? It really works that way.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Anything less, once you do that, anything less than what you visualized is unsatisfactory. it's uncomfortable. You're no longer comfortable. You can't stay there anymore. Right? So this is, I want you guys to really grasp this and think about it. We can't get all the way there in this session, but I'm trying to plant some seeds to really help. You know, yes, sir. Sir Gregory.
Job, bro.
Say it again, sir.
You're doing a marvelous job in raising everybody's ether to the next level. Appreciate you, baby.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that because I'm trying really hard.
Yeah.
And
Great.
I feel like I'm missing some of the words, but I appreciate you, Greg. Thank you.
No, you're doing a great job, T. Gray. Excellent.
Thank you, Mary. So let's talk about these vision boards. How many of you guys have done a vision board before?
I have.
I have.
Have, Cynthia?
I have.
How many of you cried
I have not.
or felt strong emotions when you were doing your vision board?
What was that?
Right? I say, how many of you have cried tears or felt strong emotions?
Yes, I have.
See, that's how you do your vision board. Otherwise, it's just arts and crafts.
And you know, T. Gray, one of the funny thing about my vision board, excuse me, my son bought one of the cars on my vision board. And I told him, I said, you bought the card on my, and I said, I still haven't rode it. He started laughing. He said, when do you want to ride? And I was like, okay, I'm going to wait, but I will.
Well, no, here's what you need to do. You need to go get in that car and you need to ride and you need to just feel those seats, feel that steering wheel, crank up the stereo, just touch all over it. Right? And allow yourself to become emotionally connected. That's how these things happen, right? That's why I'm saying, guys, emotionally charged vision board, because anything less than that is just arts and crafts. All right? Frequency-based affirmations. Oh my God. I remember when I met Holton. And he taught me how to really do affirmations. Mark, you're going to remember this. All right. We had to go buy. So first thing here, like, can I give you, anybody here ever do affirmations? You guys, anybody here do affirmations?
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Well, we're going to take your affirmations to the next level. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Here's your affirmation development exercise. You take a sheet of paper and down the left side, you write down all of the things that you need to change. All of the subpar things, right? One line each, okay? And then on the right side, you write the antidote for that. Okay, so for example, maybe you write on the left side, procrastination. What is the antidote for procrastination? Let me hear some of your ideas.
Action.
Action.
Hey, just do it.
Just do it. Action, right?
Just do it immediately.
But now let's do it as an affirmation. Express that as an affirmation. So says, I take consistent action. Very good, right? How about this one? I always do what's important now. So you'll have procrastination on the left, and on the right, you have I always do what's important now. It's an affirmative declaration of beingness. Okay, so you do that. That's how you formulate your affirmations. Now, the next step is you get a pack of plain white index cards, Jerry. Okay, plain white index cards, and a red felt tip marker. I am giving you a very specific formula. Should you get a green felt tip marker?
No.
No. Red is for a reason because of this, the impact it has on your psychology, on your subconscious, and the way it responds to red. Okay? Now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to write each affirmation on its own index card. Should you type it?
No.
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 And it's because your subconscious responds to your own handwriting.
Yes.
So you write one on each card. Now you have a stack of affirmation cards. Okay? Now, there's one more step. Can anybody guess what this next step is? Well, there's two more steps. But before you start saying the affirmations, before you start saying them, there's one step you have to take. Who can guess?
Maybe read into yourself, get it in your mind.
How about post them everywhere?
Leave them, be open to them.
These are all good. You ready?
Get yourself in the feeling to be open.
Okay, so that's
your vibration.
that's tied to the saying them. Right? It's not wrong. But it's tied to the next step. But this step here that's so important, you guys ready for this?
Visualize.
I need everybody's attention right
Yes.
now. I need your
Yes.
attention. There's a
Yes.
very crucial step. Destroy that sheet of paper. Destroy it. You do not want to come back and read a list of all those negative things again. Destroy that sheet of paper. You used it. You made that list down the left. You wrote the antidotes. Now let's get rid of that. Crumple it up, throw it away, burn it, whatever. But you don't want to be cleaning your desk one day and come across that and allow any of that back into your subconscious. Okay?
So the step with write each affirmation on an index card, and then you had destroy them.
No,
That
don't destroy
index
the index cards. Not the index cards. Remember the first step was we took a sheet of paper and down the left side, we wrote all the things that we need to fix.
Right.
And then on the right side of the paper, we wrote the antidote.
Right.
And then we took our index card and we copied all the antidotes onto as an affirmation onto each index card for themselves.
with the red felt tip marker.
Correct. But now we still have the sheet of paper that we were working from, that we were copying from.
Okay, gotcha.
Destroy that.
We're back to the sheet. Gotcha.
Right. So let's suppose you had 10 things on there. Right now you should have a sheet of paper with those 10 negative things, the 10 antidotes, and now you have 10 index cards that you copied those antidotes to, right? Get rid of the sheet of paper now. Okay. So that's the process that we would use. Remember that, Mark? To develop our affirmations. Now, how do you say your affirmations? Go back to what Diana said. You get into a high frequency state. The best way to do affirmations is out loud. The best way to do affirmations is with all of your emotion. Not, I always do what's important now. I always do what's important now. I always do what's important now. Stop writing on my screen, whoever that is. Galaxy Tab S2, Android person. Stop writing on my screen.
That's not important now.
That's not important now, right? Here's how you do affirmations. You get that in this card, and it's, I always do what's important now. I always do what's important now. Success and wealth are drawn to me. The right people in the right circumstances always find me.
Man. And Tigray, we do affirmations with the early profit snatchers.
Yeah.
And man, when Kia does hers, man, we all ready to trade.
Where's Kia? Kia, you still out there?
She comes in with the emotions and she says it with her chest, and we're like, man, we're ready to trade now.
Kia, give us one. Give us an example, Kia.
Sorry, Kia.
Come on, Kia. Give us one.
We knew this was coming.
I'm in trouble.
I gotta be on the spot. All right. So here's my affirmation I usually say in the mornings. I am an elite, profitable trader who is retired, who recognizes my shortcomings, but dedicate each day to growing and getting better. Being patient, educating myself more, showing consistency, and practicing the skills I've acquired while manifesting abundance through my many skills and ability to create daily income. I expect large quantities of money in every action that I take now.
Man, when she says that, we are ready to trade.
I'm ready to trade. Kia.
I'm still in trouble.
Look, she's emotional, right? But that's how you do affirmations. Man, I'm telling you right now, I remember Holton taught me this. Kia, we're on the same wavelength, girl. I'd be walking through my neighborhood saying my affirmations. Just like I'd be in tears, folks. I'd be crying in the street. People would look at me like I was a crazy person. And I did not care. And my business grew faster than everybody else's. I just burst on the scene. Mark, you remember when I came on the scene? All of a sudden, it was top of the charts every week, T. Gray. Why? Man, I was in that high vibrational state. And it just seemed like everybody I talked to wanted to join my team. You know why? Because the people who wanted to join my team were out there already, just like that jazz station was already playing. But now I was able to turn the dial to that frequency. And that's how you turn the dial. Thank you, Kia. And the last one here is daily gratitude journaling. Okay? That would be the ultimate step. And I have to admit, I don't do that. Just not enough time in my day. But every day when my alarm goes off and my eyes open, the first thing that I do before I touch my phone, before I even get out of the bed, is I go through a gratitude session. I just go through all the things that I'm grateful for, starting with the fact that I'm alive. I'm grateful to be alive today. I'm grateful for all the opportunities that are in my life. I'm grateful for the success that I am having. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful that I have a wife who loves me and just an amazing son. I'm grateful for all the friends that I have. I'm grateful for being alive at a time when technology allows me to be successful so much faster. I just run the list. And then I get out of the bed. Gratitude is one of the most powerful manifestation techniques that you can do. Now, here's a mistake that so many people make. One of the mistakes that people make is they love this concept of manifestation. They can manifest and they can make vision boards with the best of them, but then they don't do anything.
That sounds like me.
Self-indictments are starting to pop out over here, right? And I have this image on this screen for a reason. Manifestation without action is like rubbing a lamp and hoping a genie comes out to grant you your wishes. It's just wishful thinking. So you have to follow through on it, right? So for example, when I decided I wanted to dial up my fitness journey. I'm obviously visualizing the level of fitness that I want to have. I'm visualizing and allowing myself to get into an emotional state about the physical results that I want to achieve. But then what's the next step? Deep research. And you know what? In today's day of AI, it's too easy to do the research. Can I give you guys a tip? You know what you do? You go on Chat GPT or Perplexity or whatever your favorite AI is, and tell it everything. I'm 56 years old. I'm this tall. This is how much I weigh. This is my current body fat. This is the kind of stuff I like to eat. If you got blood work, upload it. Put it in here. My blood work is attached. And now this is where I want to go. These are in great detail. Tell detail about where you are and detail about what you want to achieve. And then ask this question. How? Help me to develop a plan to achieve that in the next 12 months. And then you're going to get an answer. And then help it refine that answer. Okay, this is great. But what about this? What about that? Interact with it. Stay with it. And then once you finally get to where you need to go, say, okay, go back through this chat and give this to me in a structured plan that I can follow, outline the days, outline each day's activity, supplementation, food, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to give you a detailed plan. So now you did the research. And by the way, the act of doing this research is what's it going to do? It's going to tune you in even more to the radio station on the frequency of the results that you want. But I love this quote down at the bottom. Manifestation is the seed, but action is the water. And without both, dreams remain dreams. Manifestation is the seed. Action is the water. Without both, dreams remain just dreams. Deep, right? All right. So now here's the next thing. What happens when you have a human moment? Any humans out there? Any human beings out there?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
You mean when life start lifing?
Yes.
Yeah, life is gonna life. Any cyborgs out there? Any robots? No, we're all people. And like Rich said, lifes. So there's gonna be times, there's gonna be moments where you fall out of vibrational alignment. So there's gonna be times where that doubt is gonna kick in. There's gonna be that day. You're gonna hear some news. You're gonna get an update that's not favorable. And it's gonna make you say, is this really gonna work? And when you get to that doubt moment, you're on a really low frequency, right?
Sure.
And so just stuff is gonna happen, folks. You are gonna fall out of vibrational alignment from time to time. And here's what I want to love on you with. Those negative feelings are natural. They happen to human beings. Because you had that negative thought, that negative feeling, you haven't failed. All that is a signal that you need to realign. Let me ask you a question. You're on your way to the kitchen and you trip over a child's toy and you fall in your house. Is that the end?
Oh no, T Gray.
I'm
Huh?
having a flashback here.
Hey, T.
Might be
Gray.
the end of the toy.
The end of the toy,
Might be
right?
the end of the
It's
kid,
the end of
though.
the child.
It might be.
Yeah, boy,
Max said might be the
you
end of
step,
the
you step on
child.
that thing right, T Gray, boy, you gonna be right here tripping.
Hey, T. Gray.
Yes, sir.
That already happened to me this morning. I
You
was coming
already
from
fell.
I came from the supermarket, and the Uber guy was telling me to take the water and put it on my porch. And I tripped and fell on the steps, and I cut my hand.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. But let me ask you a question. Are you still there? You still laying there?
No, that was done early this morning.
Oh, but you're not still laying there?
No, but I got a Band-Aid.
So you're saying you got up?
Yeah, they got a Band-Aid.
So what I'm saying is that when you have an emotional fall, just get up.
You get back up.
Yeah.
Get back up.
Mm-hmm.
As quickly as you can, Michelle, right?
Yep.
And as quickly as you can is relative. Depending on the severity of the fall. As quickly as you can might be seconds. As quickly as you can might be minutes. It might be hours. It might even be a day. But just don't stay down. Get back up, okay? Just get back up. All right, so how do you get back up? Step one, here's 9 steps. Number 1, we're going to go fast, so take screenshots if you need to. First, just notice where you are. I've fallen. I'm on the floor. Right? I am experiencing doubt, or I'm angry, or I'm sad. I might be a little depressed. I might be fearful or afraid. Just notice where you are. And this is a low vibration. All right? That's the first step. Second, name it and accept it. Okay, I kind of named it already. Right? But you name it and say, okay, I'm having a human moment at this time. But step 3 is now you need to shift to a better feeling thought, AKA, don't stay there. This is not I've fallen and I can't get up. Get up.
I was just visualizing that myself. I just remember that.
Right?
Yeah.
See, we're on the same frequency, Rich. Right? So now you wanna shift to a better feeling thought. This is where you're walking that dog, and that dog tries to drag you down the street. And what are you doing right now? You're grabbing that leash and you're saying, get back over here. Shift that focus to a better feeling thought. Get back on a higher frequency. Now, one thing that helps is move. Move your body. Shift your environment. It's hard to stay in the same low vibration thought if in combination with changing your thought, you actually move. You're disrupting your own pattern. You're disrupting that feeling of that you're having and the environment that is associated with at that moment. So move, get up, go for a walk, go someplace else. Now, practice gratitude. Shift your thoughts to what you're grateful for. Now's a great time to take inventory. Start with this one. I'm alive. Somebody didn't make it to today. Y'all know that, right? But we did. And you know what today is? Another opportunity to be great, another opportunity to win, another opportunity to get even closer to your goals. So get into a gratitude state. Breathe. Meditate. Calming breaths are disruptive to low vibration thought. So take calming breaths. Even meditate. And you're going to find that all of this works together to literally banish those low frequency thoughts. Now it's time for you to speak kind and supportive affirmations. Kia showed you how. Let that be an object lesson. That's how you do affirmations. Visualize for 17 seconds in your ideal state. Close your eyes and go back to seeing your desired result. See it again. And see it again. If you were Jim Carrey, you got turned down for a role, you're doing all these steps. When you get to step 8, you can close your eyes. You're going to visualize that $10 million check. And lastly, connect with nature. There's something about going outside. There's something about it. I love to be outside. I come home, I change my clothes, I go outside. My wife says, were you like locked up as a kid? I just gotta be outside. Even last night here in the hotel, we came back from dinner. I had a show I wanted to watch on my iPad. They have like a patio area out by the pool. I took my headphones and my iPad and went outside. So connect with nature, get outside. Okay? All right. Your turn. You ready? Let's take a few minutes. We're almost done here. But now I can't let you go without putting in a little work. Okay? I know you guys didn't just come here to hear me talk. So it's your turn. So we're going to do an exercise. And that exercise is we're going to breathe. You're going to notice what your emotion is right now. You're going to choose a step toward a higher vibration. Visualize your goal as if you have already achieved it, and then write down a real life action that will help you get to that goal. Okay? So we're going to take a couple of minutes and do that right now. I'm going to put on some music for you and go. Okay. How was that? How was that, everybody?
Fantastic. Yep.
Powerful.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
Yes,
Let's
it
see if we
was
can get
great.
a couple of you guys to
Great.
share what you just experienced, and maybe even if it's not too personal, you can share what you wrote.
T Gray, this is D Money. Dorcas Riddick. I'll just share what I wrote.
I knew who that was when you said D Money.
Awesome, awesome. I wrote, I am actually happy and grateful for life and all the opportunities it offers me spiritually, mentally, relationally, physically, financially, and the being able to get this day by day, moment by moment, with the evidence in each perspective area. And I listed acuity, uh, broadened memory, strong relationships, health, weight loss, endurance, and closer to God. And I listed more. But that kind of lets you know the energy and how I feel about it. Thank you for this opportunity.
You know what, Dorcas? I love that. And I love you for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing, because that's a lot, some of that is deeply personal. And what I want to share with you, I don't know if you've done this yet. You named a lot of areas. Now, I want to challenge you to go deep. Okay? Use AI to help you, right? In all of those different areas, like you said, acuity and mental sharpness and things like that. Do a deep dive on that, right? And be very specific in your ask. What are some things that I can do? What are some exercises that I can do? Supplements I can take, all that type of stuff, and develop a whole plan. It's going to be amazing. Okay. And by the way, guys, my favorite, I'll share all my stuff with you. My favorite AI to use for deep research is Perplexity. It's called Perplexity. Okay. And when you use it, when you do a search, there's going to be 3 buttons in the search bar, 3 toggles. The one in the middle is the deep research one. Okay. And so, Dorcas, when you dig into that, click the deep research one. The first one that kind of has like a circle with a dot in it, that's just going to give you quick answers.
Okay.
But deep research is going to make it think, and it's going to look at more sources. I've seen it. I've asked it a question. I've seen it go through 100 sources.
Wow.
To give me my answer. Okay. So you'll really enjoy that. Love you, girl. Thank you. Who else wants to share? Come on, Cynthia.
It's so funny you should say that, because I actually wrote, use AI technique to hone in on being my better self. And then the thing that I am going to do as a real life action is I will connect with nature more by going outside more. Because a lot of times, work inside. Summer, I got summer down because I run summer camps and stuff. So summer I got, but during like after school time, I'm normally like in and out. And when I get home, it's kind of sort of late. So I need to work more. Even though I bought myself a grounding mat recently, I still need
good.
to go
That's very
outside.
good. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Now, here's what I want you to do, and this might be personal, but I want you to take time to define your better self and be incredibly specific about who she is and how she be and who she be, right? And for my school teachers out there, I know that is not correct grammar, but I am intentional in what I'm saying. I mean what I'm saying, who she be, not who she is, but that better self. Who describe the beingness of that lady? Okay. And then now that you and break down the aspects of it, and then again, dig into the research. Take time to really just design yourself. You know, so many times we'll put all this energy into a work project. We'll work and we'll research and hours. But the most important project is you. So put the time in. And there's just something when you do all of that, that's how you show the universe that you're serious and that it should listen to you and that it should respond to you and that it should open those doors and it should allow you to meet and find those people. It's crazy. I could trip you out on some of the things that have happened. It's so crazy. I could trip you out. I'm just telling you. I'm just go with me on that one, folks. Let's get one of our guys to share. All right, maybe not. I'm not gonna put anybody on the spot. Anybody who wants to share, one more person.
Hey, T Gray, what's happening?
There's Chris. I can always count on Chris. What's up,
Hey,
bro?
man, how you doing?
I'm good, sir.
I'm fired up, G. I ain't gonna lie, I'm here with my young son.
What's up, brother?
We listening. We getting ready to go fishing this morning, so they getting them out the house. They go get on some water. Just chill out, man. You know, have a good time.
You guys are gonna get into nature.
Huh?
You're gonna get into nature. That's good.
You got to. Get my wife out the house. Get her out there too. Let's make it happen.
Yep.
But T Ray, you got me so fired up this morning, man. I think my shoes finna blow off my feet. Because at the end of the day, man, it's all about the belief you have in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe you can, and you know you can, why you can't?
Yep.
Why not even give it a shot?
Chris, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you know what got me the most excited?
What's that?
Is that you have your son there listening with you.
For sure. Oh, man.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because how many of us adults are just realizing this power that we have in our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, or whatever, right? If that's where you are, and this is the lights are just coming on, and you're just starting to understand the operating manual, the instruction manual to your life now, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. If this is a late stage revelation for you, right? It is for me. I told you I'm 56. But how old is your son, Chris?
14. He'll be 15 in March.
Imagine if someone gave you the instruction manual in your teens. You know, I have a friend, she's 31 years old. She's just discovering that she's in control of her life. Up till now, her relationship with her mother has controlled her life. And it is a dysfunctional relationship. And she's underachieved her life to this very moment. But the lights just came on. And as she's telling me about this, I'm just so excited for her. Because I know what's about to happen now that she finally has the keys to the car. And Chris, your son at 14, if he can learn this and he can embrace these concepts, what he can accomplish in life earlier than any of us will be flat out amazing. And I know you're that kind of dad. So he's just blessed. He's got you as a dad. He's exposed, and it's wonderful.
T Gray, he was one of the ones that came with me when we did the Elevate boot camp.
Yep.
I push this all day long. Like, I don't want my boys to get caught up in this extra crap, so they see me trading, they see the things that I do, but I do more investing than I actually do spending. So I guess by them not seeing the part of me actually taking money out and y'all judging based off jokers walking around holding wads of cash on their ears and all that crap. So you assume that what you see is what you really don't see. You know what I mean? So for me, I try to get them to understand, like, hey, bro, if you guys get this right now, even my 19-year-old son, if y'all get this right, I have 20 years on my son. And it's like, bro, you have 20 years of experience that you can get to where you can change your life drastically in the next 20 years, bro. So
Chris, let's get these boys listening to Dan Bartel, Patrick Bet David, Alex Hermosi, Tony Robbins, of course. Let's get those guys watching and listening to that stuff on YouTube. Dr. Joe Dispenza, they will have such an advantage over everyone else their age if we can get them just on a diet of that, right? And of course,
it's a fight, baby, every day. I send motivational speeches.
No. Just tell them, hey, look, all I want is 30 minutes. 30 minutes a day of them listening to that kind of stuff. Now, what'll happen is they'll develop their own appetite for it.
For sure.
And they'll identify the people that they like to listen to that resonate with them. But the key, more important than who they ultimately decide to listen to, is that they start to get that in. They will now be taking control of their programming. And I'm telling you, I wish at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, I was exposed to this. Because if you think I'm insane now, I'd be off the charts. So,
for sure. And that's what I try to get them to see too. That's why for me, T, I have to model it for them. That's why I put the pressure on myself, because I have to be the model for them. And like my baby boy, I can't shake him. Like, he's always around. Like, he's always under me. I've been coaching my baby boy since he was 6 years old. Now he's 14. We kind of hit a snag this year because we've been training all season. He went into his freshman year, and 2 weeks before school started, he tore his hip fractured it. So now he was starting running back going into his freshman year. So he actually took a spot from the 10th grader that was actually there. And he got invited to 2 football training camps, and that they loved him. He broke. I mean, we talking about someone that came from sideline to high school showing out, like acting crazy. And then 2 weeks before school started, he fractured his hip flexor. So now this year we out for the season. So I've been telling my son, like, it's all mental now. It has nothing to do with you physically. We can't do no push-ups. We can't do no sit-ups. We can't go do nothing. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you with this here, something with mindset too. I had $100,000 trading account funded. The week my son got hurt, and how he called me and really rattled my mind, 2 weeks later I ended up blowing my funded account. Now, I had been profitable. I had my funded account since February of last year. And 2 weeks after my son telling me what happened to him, killed me. So mindset is serious, baby.
Mindset's serious. So obviously that news and that incident put you in a low vibrational state, and you didn't get out of it.
Yeah, right? It was real.
So you are no longer attracting and vibrating on the frequency of high results, and you see what happened. And that's a very good. I'm glad that I appreciate you for sharing that, because that is an object lesson for all of us in what happens when we come, when we come out of vibrational alignment.
For sure.
I want to speak to your son for a second.
There you go, Antoine.
Hey,
what's
how
his
you
name?
doing?
What's your name, brother?
Antoine. So you can see
Antoine Harris. Yes, sir.
Good to meet you, Antoine. Hey,
good to meet you
here's
too.
what you're gonna need to do during this time of recovery. I'm going to give you an assignment. Will you accept it?
Yes, sir.
I want you to research the mindset of Michael Jordan. I want you to research the mindset of Kobe Bryant. And I want you to research their visualization techniques. I want you to go into ChatGPT and ask about the visualization techniques of high-performing athletes and musicians, etc. Because there have been people who have, they took two groups of people, Antoine, and they had one of them practice actually on the piano. And they had the other group just sit and visualize playing the piano, just moving their fingers. And they both made the same level of improvement, which shows the power of visualization. So even though physically you're going to be sidelined during your healing process, through the power of visualization, you don't have to fall behind. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
But you're going to have to be very intentional about it, and it will work. I promise you, brother. Okay?
Okay.
All right, we love you, man. Hey, everybody, let's get back on track here. We're going to go ahead and bring this to a close. But wasn't that phenomenal? Hasn't this has just been just an incredible day, and I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to share this with you and for you guys sharing back with me. And to remember that when you put it all together, you have that belief, that visualization, that manifestation, the emotions and the action all together, that's how you get the result. So to wrap, it's not magic, it's not woo-woo, it's energy management. Chris really helped us to appreciate that just at the end, which was perfect. And so I want to challenge you guys to shift your frequency, take action, and build that future that you can feel as you visualize. All right? That's everything. That's all I got for today.
Awesome.
Is that helpful?
Yes.
Very
More
helpful.
than helpful.
Amazing.
Yes,
You had a
absolutely.
lot.
Yes.
Yes, you had a lot. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Well, love you guys. Wanted to share. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And what else was there? Kia, thank you again. Got to keep thanking you for that. That was perfect. Chris, thank you so much. It was great to see all of you. Those of you that we see every week, always love you and appreciate you. Antoinette, I see you. I know we didn't say hi in the beginning, but I want you to know we see you, love you. Those of you who we haven't seen in a while, it was great to see you today. And the friends and family that were invited that came, thank you for being here with us. And I hope you guys have an incredibly blessed Saturday and put this to work in your life right away. All right. That's it, everybody. Have a great day.
Just as the last note, Bitcoin and beyond, BTC
Bitcoin, that's
and
right.
beyond.
Bitcoin and beyond at 12 Eastern, 11 Central.
Thank you, Tigray.
Thank you so much, Tigray.
All the time it's worth it. Made a million out of selling, and it all turned out perfect. Too many blessings they come in my way. I need a crib with a pool in a gate. I can't let none of my time go to waste. It ain't a race, but I picked up the pace. I had a lot on my plate. I just want it to be great. It's been a long time, I can't wait. So I had to elevate. I need me the stars in a race. Yeah, it's gonna come, I got faith. Buy it for the low and so when it's high. Know I gotta get the bank when I trade. Elevate, 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 elevate. Elevate, 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 get about my comfortable zone. Nobody else gon' do it for me. I had to do it on my own. Yeah, this is the life that I chose. Everything I touch turn to gold. Greatest story ever told. Yeah, I'ma tell them how it go. Ay, yeah, every day I gotta elevate. Show them how it's done, I demonstrate.